Well, I guess it'd be about time to get this warmed up and going. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, now, how be this get to working again?
Press the button.
Which
no,
button?
No, not that one.
Not this
the
button.
left.
That one.
No, your other left.
This other one.
Oh,
Which one are you talking about?
I meant the right. No,
What
but not
right?
that big red one. The
This
other
right.
red button.
Not-
Just not the big, happy, shiny
You
one.
mean the one I just pushed?
Yeah, for crying out
Oh,
loud. You don't
right.
know what you're doing.
I know perfectly well what I'm doing.
Not that button. Oh,
I-
for crying out loud. You just sit here on your patootie. You play
Well,
with your buttons. I go make coffee.
You do that, but don't slam the door. Well, here we be again, me hearties. I hope you've been prepared for this one. It seems like we've been having some turbulent waters off the port and sometimes the starport side. We're going to sail right between them and find the land of mystical honeyness. Well, if there is such a place, we'll find it. But don't worry, I'm prepared. I got me black licorice, I got me fancy cheese, and I got me drink. I hope you've got something too, because you better hold on. We're not going to start this jig out with a little bit of turbulary. We're going to start right in the middle of it with Bob Rivers' Dirty Deeds Done with Sheep.
If you're having trouble with your barnyard friends, you got a thing for use. Been counting sheep, but you're not in bed. Here's what you gotta do. Get out the barn, stay off the farm. Go read a nursery rhyme. Don't ring 976-BAAA. That kind of love's a crime. Hey, dirty deeds done with sheep. Dirty deeds, little Bo Peep. Dirty deeds done with sheep.
Dirty deeds and they're done with sheep. Dirty deeds and they're done with sheep.
My friend Larry has a little lamb. Her fleece is white as snow. He keeps bragging about her night and day. Someone should tell him no. Look at the flock, they're all in shock. Here comes that mutton fan. Knock off the fleece, give them some peace. Don't be a barnyard man, no. Dirty deeds done with sheep. Dirty deeds, little Bo Peep. Dirty deeds done with sheep.
Dirty deeds and they're done with sheep. Dirty deeds and they're done with sheep.
Velcro gloves, knee pads, late night dates,
Done with sheep.
warning signs, electric fences, high voltage.
Done with sheep. Dirty deeds.
Don't tell them what I've done to you.
Done with sheep. Dirty deeds.
Dirty deeds. Dirty deeds.
Done with sheep.
Quiet, girls. I think the shepherd's coming.
Me work hard 5 days a week, sweeping garbage from the street. Come home, not one book to read, not enough pictures for me see. Sit right down in favorite chair, wearing only underwear. Favorite night is Saturday night, 'cause me can watch hockey fights. Me like hockey. Me like hockey.
Me not like pro basketball, 'cause me short and they all tall. Baseball slow like Forrest Gump, except when Robbie spits on ump. WrestleMania not so great. Me like to see Hulk Hogan skate. TV soccer not that hot. You play bad, then you get shot. Me like hockey.
Me like hockey. Swedish players must be geeks, cause they still got own real teeth. Not like Finnish players' names. What's a Timu anyway? Russians worse in history. Got stupid names like Valerie. Me like Sergei Fedorov.
Me like Imori Fedorov.
Me like hockey. Me like hockey.
Me like hockey.
We like hockey.
Please, Mr. Linesman, let the players fight. 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 Let them 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 fight. Let them
Friends come over, put game on. Argue, then we lay bets down. Got bag of chips and case of bud. Should last till end of first period. But Yankees, they win the World Cup. Me think they cheat, use glowy puck. Maybe if we want to winter, maybe we should play in winter. Me like hockey. Me like hockey. Me like hockey. Me like hockey. Yeah!
We sailed right there from Bob Rivers, right to the arrogant worms, with Me Like Hockey. Now, let us roll and twist and turn ourselves right over to a Happy Boy. That's right, it's Beat Farmers with Happy Boy, here on the Captain's Quarters.
I was walking down the street on a sunny day. Hubba, 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 hubba. A feeling in my bones says I have my way. Hubba, 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 hubba. Oh, I'm a happy boy. Oh, I'm a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey. Yeah, my little dog Spot got hit by a car. Hubba, 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 hubba. Put his guts in a box and put him in a drawer. Hubba, 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 hubba. Oh, I'm a happy boy. Oh, I'm a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey. I forgot all about it for a month and a half. Hubba, 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 hubba. I looked in the drawer and started to laugh. Hubba, 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 hubba. 'Cause I'm a happy boy. Oh, I'm a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey.
My wife and I have 5 children, and the reason why we have 5 children is because we do not want 6. And those we have, we want to get out of the house before we die. Just to get them out. Because all children have brain damage. Now, those of you who have no children, let me describe the brain damage. You come in the room with a Coca-Cola. You set it down, you go to get a newspaper. The child comes walking in, grabs the drink, starts, you say, "Give me that." Didn't I just tell you not to drink it? The child says, "Aha." You say, "What did I just say?" You said, not for two drink, you drink. So every time I tell you that, don't I? I say, when I have a drink, don't you drink it. Don't I say that? Aha. Now tell me what I said. You said, not for to drink, you drink. That's right. So you put it down. You go to get the paper. The child picks it up again. And quickly starts to drink it. You say, give me that. Didn't I just tell you to? Well, why did you do it? I don't know. Well, that's brain damage. If you know you're not supposed to do something and you do it, and then people say, why did you do it? You say, that's brain, I don't know. Brain damage. And that's what parents have to deal with all day. That's all you see. People, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. My parents never smiled because I had brain damage. My wife and I don't smile because our children are loaded with it. Oh, my parents smile now whenever they come over to my house and they see how much trouble I'm having. Oh, they have a ball. Have a little trouble, huh, son? I mean, I never thought that I would sound like other parents. People I've heard who are ridiculous sounding, or were, before I had children. I mean, you call a child, you say, come here, come here. No, they don't hear that. So you have to send a barrage of hears after you, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, here. Sound like a tobacco auctioneer. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit, 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 sit. No, 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 no. Here, 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 here. Stop it, 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 stop it. I used to think my father was an idiot because the man could not complete a full sentence. My father'd get upset and he said, what the, get your... Well, of course, now I understand. I mean, you're censoring yourself. You don't want to curse. I mean, had it been a grown person, you'd have cursed. What the foul, filth, foul, foul, filth, 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 foul, foul, and you're filth and foul. But you talk to your child, you censor yourself, and you say, what the... I'll bust... Get out of my face.
Hope you enjoyed a little Bill Cosby there with brain damage. Now, let's get ponderous with 2NU with This Is Ponderous.
This is ponderous, man. Really ponderous. I had this dream the other night. I went to work one day, and nobody remembered who I was. So, I decided to take the day off. On my way out, I run into my boss, and he says, "Hey, you look familiar." I said, "Thanks. People say that a lot in these dreams." And the horns kicked in. My shoes started to squeak. Then all of a sudden, I'm standing on a beach in some tropical part of the world, and there's a sign that says, "Aren't you supposed to be at work?" Sort of screamed out at me. I remembered. I'd been here in other dreams. Usually there was a water polo game, and a girl who could talk with her eyes, and she'd say,
"Can you see what I'm saying?"
And the horns kicked in, and my shoes started to squeak. Before I knew it, I was walking near a lake when a phone rings. And the operator speaks to me in a language I don't understand. Then the horns kicked in. My shoes started to squeak. Before long, I was coming up on this really weird part of my dream. You know, part where I know how to tap dance, but I can only do it while wearing golf shoes. Now I'm back on the beach, walking with this girl who talks with her eyes. This time she says,
I think you see what I'm saying.
Then, just before I woke up, it started to rain in Southern California. A girl talked with her eyes.
Can you see what I'm saying?
Aren't you supposed to be at work? This is ponderous, man. Really ponderous.
I feel we be off to a good start. Let's keep our heading, let's keep our bearings, and let's keep the rigging up. Souls, we're gonna take a quick moment to take a commercial in. It'd be a vintage commercial at that. I sees you on the other side of the maelstrom.
Oh, that's him, Herman. The funny-looking one with the mustache.
Don't worry, sweetie. I'll handle him. Hey, Whipple. Have you been giving the missus here a tough time for squeezing new Charmin bathroom tissue?
But we don't squeeze new Charmin in the store.
Oh, yeah?
See, there's a sign.
A sign? Honey, there's a sign.
But, Herman, we can't resist. Charmin's so squeezably soft. That gentle fragrance. And the price is gentle, too.
Honey, the sign.
Everyone squeezes new Charmin. It was made to be squeezed.
Yeah, well, sure does smell nice. And it feels soft. But you ought to try to resist it. You gotta be strong like the skies. Right, Whipple? Whipple.
Mr. Whipple.
New squeezably soft Charmin bathroom tissue from Procter & Gamble.
The prettiest, yes, the prettiest heads in town are turning to Shasta for a hot cream shampoo. When lanolin-enriched Shasta meets hot water, hundreds of tiny cells explode into hot lanolin lather that cleans and lusters hair as it blends with your own natural oils to give you a caressing hot cream shampoo. As an extra treat, Shasta's lanolin lather is rich enough for a deep scalp treatment. After a vigorous massage, wrap head in hot towel for 2 minutes before final rinse. Feels like a $3.50 hot cream treatment, costs only 9 cents. Hair looks brighter, feels softer, and will stay its behaving best for days to come when you have a hot cream shampoo with Shasta cream shampoo.
Well, we'll be back, and I hope you had time for a good scratch and a glass of grog. But right now, we're going to get some motorcycle lessons. That's right, motorcycle lessons from one Mr. Arlo Guthrie.
I don't want a pickle. Just want to ride my motorcycle. And I don't want a tickle. I'd rather ride my motorcycle. And I don't wanna die, I just wanna ride my motorcycle. You know, I've been singing this song for about 8 or 9 years. That's amazing that somebody could get away with singing a song like this for about 8 years, you know? You know what's even more amazing than that is that somebody could make a living singing a song like this for 8 years. And I told about everything I could about this song. I told about when I wrote it and how and why. But the one thing I always used to neglect to explain was the significance of the pickle. It was about the time I was riding my motorcycle down a mountain road. I was doing 150 miles an hour. I was playing my guitar. On one side of the mountain road there was a mountain, and on the other side there was nothing. There was just a cliff in the air. I wasn't paying attention, and you know that's dangerous, driving your motorcycle on a mountain road, a lot of curves and stuff like that, playing your guitar. All of a sudden, a string broke off my guitar. It broke right around here, went flying across the road and wrapped itself around a yield sign. Well, you know, the sign didn't break, and it didn't pull out of the ground. The string didn't break, didn't come out of my guitar. So I held on to my guitar, and I held on to my bike, and I made a sharp turn off the road. But luckily, I didn't go into the mountain. I went over the cliff. I was doing 150 miles an hour sideways and 500 feet down at the same time. I was looking for the cops, because I knew that it was illegal. Well, I knew that was it. I knew that I didn't have long to live in this world. And in my last remaining seconds in the world, I decided to write one last farewell song to the world. I took out a piece of paper. I took out a pen. I sat back and thought a while, and then I started to write. I don't want a pickle, just want to ride my motorcycle. And I don't want a tickle, I'd rather ride my motorcycle. And I don't want to die, just want to ride my motorcycle. Well, I knew it wasn't the best song I ever wrote, but I didn't have time to change it. But you know the amazing thing is that I didn't die. I landed on the top of a police car, and it died. I drove into town at a screaming 175 miles an hour, singing my motorcycle song. I pulled into town and stopped out front of the general store, and out front of the store was a man eating the most tremendous pickle. A pickle the size of 4 pregnant watermelons. Just a huge monster pickle. He walked up and pushed a pickle in my face and started asking me questions. And it was about the same time I noticed a pickle in my face. I noticed a cord hanging from the long end of the pickle, going up his sleeve, down his shirt, into his pants, into his shoes, out his heel, and into a briefcase he had near his feet. Well, I knew it wasn't an ordinary pickle. It was about the same time I noticed the cord coming out of the pickle that a 4-foot cop arrived with a 5-foot gun. A cop that one time must have been around 6'7" was met at the bottom of a mountain by a flying, singing, writing weirdo. Well, he walked up and with one tremendous hand, he grabbed the pickle from the other guy and threw it 100 feet straight up in the air. While the pickle was halfway between going up and coming down, he took out his 5-foot gun and put a 3-inch bullet hole right through the long end of the pickle. The pickle started coming down. He caught the pickle on his big toe. Balancing the pickle on his big toe, he took out a 10-foot ticket. He wrote it up, and then he rolled it up. Took the ticket and stuffed it in the bullet hole in the middle of the pickle, took the pickle with the ticket and shoved it down my throat. Well, it was at that very moment that the pickle with the ticket was going down my throat that I knew for sure that I didn't want a pickle. I don't want a pickle. Just want to ride my motorcycle. And I don't want a tickle. I'd rather ride my motorcycle. And I don't want to die. Just want to ride my motorcycle.
A lot of things that have to do with the ministry are so special. Humor is a very real part of how we do our thing. Does God have a sense of humor? Yes, He does. And I think we have to keep that in mind. And ministers sometimes forget it. We have to live out a very holy, dignified, significant role among people. And speak with a mellifluous voice. Be ready in any crisis to bring comfort, strength, and assurance. And forget that we're normal. See, we learn this in the seminary. They give us a degree called a Bachelor or Master of Divinity. See, that's not my problem. Divinity I got in pretty good shape. Humanity is what's tearing me up. I need a Master of Humanity. And if I start remembering that, I begin to remember all those times that I'm terribly normal. Now, weird things can happen to you in the ministry anytime, anywhere, and they do. A lot of them we can't share with you lay people. See, I can't come up here on Sunday morning and say, I want to tell you the funniest thing happened at the funeral Thursday. You can't do that. Funerals are a serious time, need to be treated that way, but strange things happen at funerals. I have a pastor here in the state of Tennessee, and he will remain nameless, but this is an absolutely true story. I'm not inventing it. It's too funny reporting it. He was in his very first church over close to Knoxville. And he was pastor of a little congregation and was called on to do his first funeral about a month after he became a pastor. Well, it's just right up there, and he's, what's he going to do? Real uptight about this. Went to see an older minister to speak with him about what he should do for the funeral service. And the older minister said, do you own a minister's manual? Now, you can tell this fellow had been at it. This voice has been aged in oak. Do you own a minister's manual? And the younger minister friend said, well, no, he didn't. And the older minister said, buy yourself a minister's manual. It will tell you what you must do. Boy, this fellow had been called, you just didn't doubt it at all. He was in the right place. So the young minister goes out and buys a minister's manual. Now, let me explain that real fast. Minister's manual has special ordered services for things like weddings, funerals, ordination of a deacon, ordination of a minister, dedication of a new church facility, commissioning of a missionary, and the scriptures and orders and all that stuff are in order. Then there are different kinds of funerals. An infant who died at birth, a military service, an elderly person who died at 104 after a long and fruitful life. So the funeral services are arranged differently depending on the circumstances of the death of the dearly departed. So in the midst of all of this, you have a minister's manual which clearly lays out various kinds of services for you. Different denominations like the Episcopal, Presbyterian groups have their very own minister's manual. Now some of us in the Baptist and the Nazarene and the Church of Christ groups might use one that's kind of general that's provided by the funeral home. See, and it'll have their name on the back near the family at the graveside there. So as you can see, First State Bank out here on the back. Now then, the minister takes his minister's manual, this young fellow that he buys at the Cokesbury bookstore or something like that, non-Baptist operation. They hadn't gotten out there yet. We're gaining on them. But he buys this minister's manual and goes into it, and here is a wonderful layout for a funeral service. He thinks it is just spectacular. Gives him scriptures and special arrangements and hymns to be sung and all this beautiful stuff. Wow, he just thought it was terrific. So he works up his funeral service and got it all in shape. Then goes out to do the funeral. The people were amazed at what a wonderful minister they had. How tasteful, how thoughtful, how significant this service was. Well, he just gave them his most wonderful thoughts. Then they drive out to the cemetery, and it's time for the committal service, when we commit the dearly departed to the earth forever. So they get out of the funeral car, slams the door, opens his little minister's manual to the committal service portion of the funeral. It's the second ribbon. These deals have 2 ribbons in them. and opens it to the second ribbon. And he reads here, the minister may wish to gather a handful of soil and walk before the pallbearers to the burial site, scattering the dirt abroad and reciting the following verses. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, from the earth we come, to the earth we return. Well, he says, that's terrific. So he gets him a big handful of dirt, and it's running out between his class ring and his little finger. And he looks back at the pallbearers, who are, as we say in eastern Kentucky, studying him right smart. And these are kind of typical Route 2 good farm folks. All these good men, brown from the eyebrows down, white from the eyebrows up. They wear their caps in the sunshine. And here they are holding the casket of the dearly departed with both hands, each of them, ready to walk toward the gravesite. And the minister looks back at them with a handful of dirt. And he says, y'all ready? Now they're thinking to themselves, preacher, this isn't a bring your own dirt funeral. And one of them sort of shrugged like, I guess so, and he just pivots with authority, starts walking to the little funeral home tent up on the hill, scattering the dirt, and they're walking behind him like they're following a diesel up a slow grade, just coughing and hacking as the dirt flies back through the air. And boy, he is just giving it to them. Ashes to ashes, dust to dirt. They're coughing and clearing out there. From the earth we come, to the earth we return. Boom, walked right in the hole. True story, true story.
That there be Reverend Grady Nutt with In the Hole. I once be having a cousin who almost fell into the hole before they put the casket there. The problem is, I'm not sure anybody to help him pull him out. Before that, we had Arlo Guthrie with the motorcycle song, a nice live version of that one. If you hadn't noticed the people in the background hooting and hollering. Let's keep it going right on into doing a little tiger hunting. We're hunting tigers here on the captain's quarters.
With big hungry tigers, table manners have no place. Dear, 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 no, dear, 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 no, dear, dear, oh, dear, no. After they have eaten you, they never say their grace. Dear, 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 no, dear, 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 no, dear, dear, oh, dear, no. Hunting tigers can be ripping fun. Like three blind mice see the hunters run. Hunting tigers out in India. Out in India. Yeah. You all know how beastly tigers are. Out in India. They bite, they scratch, they make an awful fuss. It's no use stroking them and saying puss, puss, puss. So hunting tigers out in India. Out in India. Yeah. They bite, they scratch, they make an awful fuss. It's no use stroking them and saying puss, puss, puss. No hunting tigers out in India. Out in India. Yeah.
I say, J.O., it's jolly frightening out here.
Nonsense, dear boy. You should be like me.
But look at you, you're shaking all over. What's the matter with
you silly goose. I'm just doing the Watusi, that's all.
Tigers don't go out on rainy nights. They've no need to whet their appetites. Hunting tigers out in India. Out in India. Yeah. How many tigers can you find with forks and serviettes? Dear, 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 no, dear, 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 no, dear, dear, no, dear, no. Don't care in what part of you they fix their fretwork sets. Dear, 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 no, in India. Yeah. Hunting tigers out in India. Out in India. Yeah.
I was working all night in my office when a man I had recently killed called me up from a phone near my building. So I looked out the window at him. He had the same obsequious manner that was the reason I had him killed. So to calm my nerves, I sang this song to him over the phone. Turn around, there's a thing there that can be found. Turn around, it's a human skull on the ground. Human skull on the ground. Turn around. I was out by myself in the graveyard. I was doing an interpretive dance when I felt something heavy and pointed strike me in the back of my neck. And then the ghost of my dance instructor pushed me down into an open grave. And as dirt rained down, she played a xylophone and sang me this song. Turn around, there's a thing there that can be found. Turn around, it's a human skull on the ground. Human skull on the ground. Turn around. We were waving our arms out the window of a fast-moving passenger train, acting in an irresponsible fashion until the engineer, whose back had been turned and who we thought would find us highly amusing, quickly swiveled his head around, and his face, which was a paper white mask of evil, sang us this song. Turn around, there's a thing there that can be found. Turn around, it's a human skull on the ground. Human skull on the ground. Turn around, there's a thing there that can be found. Turn around, it's a human skull on the ground. Human skull on the ground. Turn around.
That be right. You never know where we'll set sail to when you come aboard with a captain. He went from hunting tigers with the Bonzo Dog Doodah Band all the way to turning around with They Might Be Giants. We'll need to take a moment and pause for a commercial. Trust me, I think you'll like this one. It be yummy. Let's be a-stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a-cooking up.
But I brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye, let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see. It comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a-coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday.
Look, Sidekick, a shop just for heroes.
No, it's a comic book shop and it's for everyone.
Not possible. See, it's even right in the name, Heroes. So that means you'll need to stay out here whilst I go shopping.
It's Heroes, your mom threw out comic shop, and it's for everyone, including sidekicks.
Hey guys, the little guy is right. It's all about the love of comics, and not whether you can fly or not. But, by the way, I do love the cape.
Gee, thanks.
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Oh, look! They have Archie comics!
Heroes Comics, for every kind of hero.
Well, was it everything I promised it would be? Let's get back to the music. We have Weird Al Yankovic with...
So, did it play? Did it play?
Yes, I just be a play in it.
So, how did I look? Was my hair good? I know. I wore my nice dress, you know, the pink one with the purple flowers. I wore that for the commercial.
Babushka, you be knowing that we're on the radio. No one be a knowing, nor a canon. What's your hair be looking like?
I's not stupid. Sugar. I know it's radio, but there's no reason not to dress up for the commercials. I's gonna be a star. Now, yours be quiet and put some pants on.
Charmin you can when Mr. Whipple's not around. Stick your head in the microwave and get yourself a tan. Talk with your mouth full. Bite the hand that feeds you. Bite on more than you can chew. What can you do? Dare to be stupid. Take some wooden nickels. Look for Mr. Goodbar. Get your mojo working. I'll show you how. You can dare to be stupid. You can turn the other cheek. You can just give up the ship. You can eat a bunch of sushi, then forget to leave a tip. Dare to be stupid. Come on and dare to be stupid. It's so easy to do. Dare to be stupid. We're all waiting for you. Let's go. Out of the molehill, so can I have a volunteer? There's no more time for crying over spilled milk. Now it's time for crying in your beer. Settle down, raise a family, join the PTA. Buy some sensible shoes and the Chevrolet. Then party till you're broke and they drag you away. It's okay, you can dare to be stupid. It's like spitting on a fish. It's like barking up a tree. It's like I said, you gotta buy one if you wanna get one free. Stupid. Yes. Why don't you dare to be stupid? It's so easy to do. We're all waiting for you. Dare to be stupid. Burn your candle at both ends. Look a gift horse in the mouth. Mashed potatoes can be your friends. You can be a coffee achiever. You can sit around the house and watch Leave It to Beaver. The future's up to you. So what you gonna do? Dare to be stupid, dare to be stupid. What did I say? Dare to be stupid. Tell me what I say. Dare to be stupid. It's alright. Dare to be stupid. We can be stupid all night. Dare to be stupid. Come on, join the crowd. Dare to be stupid. Shout it out loud. Dare to be stupid. I can't hear you. Dare to be stupid. Okay, I can hear you now. Dare to be stupid. Let's go. Dare to be stupid. 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 Dare to be stupid.
Lunchtime snacks.
So tasty. Oh man, what am I doing? I can live my life with no candy bars, no candy bars, no candy bars. I can live my life with no candy bars, no candy bars, no candy bars.
Look
Look at me, scales at 263 pounds. And it's not surprising because I love the grub at Potbelly. I can eat a dozen Oreos. I can eat a double quarter pounder. I can eat a large bag of Doritos. And I can get depressed because I'm getting rounder. I can drink a gallon of chocolate quick. I can nom ramen with a choppy stick. I can carve a two-stone pepperoni and eat at Arby's and not be sick. Sausages made from tofu gook. Mrs. Grass's soup I like to cook. All these habits must be shook. I'll have bacon once in a while, but look, I can have a modicum of self-control. And I can have some iceberg in a salad bowl, not a casserole made of pizza rolls. Look at me, I just did a round of therapy, I'm fine. Just take my meds and make changes incrementally. I can walk to work, not drive my Nissan. Take vitamins from a pharmacy. I can read the book by Nerdist, he's on TV, I think his name's Chris Hardbody. I can make myself a Pinterest gallery. I can count every point and calorie, eat squats, go to meetings, at Weight Watchers, and give them a big chunk of my salary. Invest in a health club, shake my assets, sign up for pole dancing classes, yoga, or some new contortion. I will not blow this diet out of proportion, cause I can eat a lime and not a jelly bean. Not a jelly bean. And I don't have to bow down to the Dairy Queen, or the Krispy Kreme, or the KFC. Okay, so a 15-ounce can of Skyline chili, how many points is this? One serving is 250 calories, each can is 2 servings, so 500 calories. Multiply that by 0.0303, that's 15.15. 2 grams of sugar multiplied. If the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile is leaving down Hershey Highway at 27 miles per hour, how long? It's bad enough being on a diet. Why do I also have to do math? Where's the beef? Right up here in my mouth. And I'll smother and cover every Waffle House in the South. My El Pollo is Loco, my milk is Nestle, my Rockies Rococo, my breadsticks are free. I could be the king of mastication. Barrel Coke is my hydration. Arnold Chipotle combinations, Red Lobster 101 crustaceans. I used to think that I could be a sleek guy, now I really don't care. And I'm gonna eat all the things they deep fry at the Wisconsin State Fair, because a fair is a veritable smorgasbord. A smorgasbord. The side dish for my T-bone is a side of pork. Screw the salad fork, eat just like an orc. And I'll consume a metric ton of Haagen-Dazs, I can live my life with no candy bars, no candy bars, no candy bars. I can live my life with no candy bars, no candy bars, no candy bars.
Well, that there be candy bars. The great Luke Ski. Or maybe he meant Luke Sky. I'm not quite sure how he be wanting to pronounce it that. And before I was so rudely interrupted, was Weird Al Yankovic's Dare to Be Stupid. Let's coast right on in to Ron White's Hurricane.
In Miami, I don't know, it was a couple years ago, so I guess just would not be the word, but I was working there with Fox when Hurricane George hit the Keys. I just thought this was kind of funny. They evacuated the Keys, and everybody left except for, I've been through 2 hurricanes. I was in Hurricane Carla when I was a kid in Houston, and I was real excited during hurricane time, you know, because it's out there in the Gulf and it's dangerous, and I was like, this is cool, until it started hitting our house, and I was like, this. But anyway, they evacuated the Keys, and everybody leaves except for one guy who's going to stay there and tie himself to a tree on the beach to prove a point. And the point was, he said that at 53 years of age, he was in good enough physical condition to withstand the wind and the rain from a Force 3 hurricane. All right. Let me explain something to you. It isn't that the wind is blowing. It's what the wind is blowing. If you get hit with a Volvo, it doesn't really matter how many sit-ups you did that morning.
Dog misses me so. To the beach or the dog park, he don't wanna go. Oh, he lies lies there waiting at the foot of my bed, because he knows I'm right there, even though I'm dead. Your late husband, that would be me. I've been gone so long, I'm just a faint memory. I've been disparaged and passing by your friends late at night. I blew out the candles on them and served them right. The day that I died, I knew I was toast. Next day I was hanging out with Marley's ghost. Hamlet's father, he's a friend of mine. That old king can't keep from crying. At my memorial service there was quite a turnout. Some stayed away, hey, what was that all about? Tell me, didn't she love me? Didn't he care? Nobody saw me, but I was right there. I was doing the head count. Now I'm out of the picture, yeah, I'm off of the hook. Just a chunk of time, that was all that it took. Was it a shot from a gun? The slip of a knife? I don't know, it killed me, Lord, it might have been life. I had a few children, wrote a few songs. I got some of it right and a lot of it wrong. I bought a few houses, a few boats, a few cars. Being a ghost, you might as well be on Mars, 'cause you're so far out. Being a ghost, yeah, you're just in between. Each and every day of the year is Halloween. Yeah, you're hanging around, but you're not really there. You're hovering over your own old easy chair. Lord, I was hoping for heaven. Yeah, I would have been swell. 'Cause being a ghost, it's just like being in hell. You're hungry and you're tired and you can't get no rest. And though I'd settle for heaven, oblivion would be best. I've been flying around, rattling chains, appearing in mirrors just to make you insane. Making those noises in your house late at night, yeah. I got to haunt you even though it ain't right. My old dog, he misses me so. To the beach or the dog park, he don't wanna go. No, he lies there waiting at the foot of my bed, because he knows I'm right there, even though I'm dead.
That last one was London Wainwright's The Third with Ghost Blues. We're going to take a moment and listen to two different Steves give us their opinions on everything that they ask for. Or one be a song and one be a stand-up. One or the other, it'd be good.
Some words you've heard, they sound so naughty, but they're quite innocuous. Gosh darn it, by golly, you can say them in church, or in Abu Dhabi, or in Hobby Lobby. Probably. I had a cocktail in Bangkok watching Netflix about a pilot who dictates in the cockpit. Now I'm reading Moby Dick, sperm whales really stick, blowing out your blowhole. I'm plowing with my backhoe, yo. Your diphthong is cool, your uvula rules. You should masticate a kumquat and some head cheese too. My asymptote is straight, though I might asphyxiate, choking down some shiitake that I shouldn't have ate. My beagle bitch is a tracker, you should too, a slacker. Forget Tampa Bay, I love my Green Bay Packers. Astronauts get famous, circling Uranus like a concert pianist or president ignoramus. It's always gratifying when my shuttlecock's fly and I whacked it with my joystick. So satisfying. If it is or it ain't, is Peter a saint? All the G-bags in China made your mama faint. I might be out of line, you got a cute angina, your pussy willow's fine, but this is asinine. I got cotton balls, meatballs, balls, snowballs, cheese balls, tennis balls, softballs, matzo balls, and sleaze balls, yo. There's a family of birds made up of naughty words like
cockatoo, peafowl, nuthatch, titmouse, woodpecker, sapsucker,
And swallow.
these words I've heard that you sound filthy, but I say I'm on the air and come back. Not guilty, there might be some more. Yeah, I might have missed them, but you'll never lock me up in your penal system. Words.
I feel good tonight. I really do. I finally got something I always wanted, and that's important. It really is. I finally got some hostages. Well, you see so many people with hostages nowadays, and you say, hey, I'd like some too. So I've got 3 of them. They're really nice people. We're getting along great. They're tied in a sack outside at the top of the flagpole. And I'm going to blow them up at midnight, too. Unless, of course, I get my 3 demands. $100,000 in cash, getaway car, and I want the letter M stricken from the English language. So you have to make one crazy demand. That way, if you get caught, you can plead insanity. Getaway car.
We just heard there Steve Martin with Hostages, and before that, be Steve Goody with Words That Sound Dirty. We'll be right back in just a wee bit of a moment. We've got the final 40, the second hour, and the witching hour yet to come.
Hi, my name is Alfred Sneasley, and when I go to Heroes Comic Shop on 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York, I'm always greeted with a big smile from Jared.
Hey, Alfred. Hey, how are you today?
And his selection of comics and graphic novels, it's just amazing. I mean, it's what I always dreamed I could be. And he always treats me like the hero I am inside.
I don't just read about the heroes, I become the hero! At Heroes Comic Shop, I become the hero Mom always wanted me to be!
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Now up and away!
Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I's brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye, let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see, it comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. You're listening to 1410 WELM Elmira and 106.5 FM The Pirate.
Welcome back to the second hour of me show, me boy. And boy, oh boy, have we got some splendiferous bits and baubles right in store for ye. For example, the final 40. It'd be extremicated right from the request sent to us via the mail of...
That's email, you dolt.
That's what me be saying.
They can also call us at 323 Heave-Ho.
I'd like to heave-ho you.
But was that my little pumpernickel?
Nothing, my dear. You old sea hag.
Well, here, let me help you get this show going again.
Abash, you old bat. Heave-ho!
Heave-ho! Heave-ho! Johnny! Johnny!
We're all doomed. Oh, that's better.
See? I made it so better. I'm going to see about that dinner and work on my suntan.
Me's not even hungry, and it's be night time out, you crazy old bat. And don't slam the door. Well, here we be back in the second hour. Let's recap a couple of things. We've had jocularity, hilarity, and general silliness happening. But we must remember something very, very important. We are creeping up on the witching hour, upon which time we've all begun to learn what happens. And it ain't a pretty thing, but it is something we all must endure. But before we get there, we must remember we've got a few things happening. We've got the final 40, which is the last 40 minutes of the show, which we turn more or less over to ye, the viewer, a viewer, on radio of all things. No, ye, the listener, and ye be helping set the course for where we go by calling in requests or sending them by the Facebook. That's right, the Facebook, the Captain's Quarters, 106.5 on the Facebook. Not Facebook, but the Facebook. And you can also give us a call, which is the best way, because then you might get your voice put right here on the show. It's 323-HEAVE-HO. It truly is a number. You've heard the requests, and you too, you can do it. All you got to do is take your pudgy little fingers and push them little buttons. Ha ha ha. Push 'em, push 'em, push 'em. 323-HEAVE-HO. And give us a call and tell us in your best piratey style wit and humor what you want to be hearing. Speaking of which, let's get on with Hangover here on the Captain's Quarters.
Went out to the bar last night, had a little much to drink. I slammed 90 beers and then got in a fight. They almost put me in the clink. I asked this woman to drive me home, but she takes me over to her place. My body begins to feel like foam. My mind is in outer space, cause I gotta She sets me down upon her couch, tells me it's gonna be okay. But the whole damn house is spinning. I must be in the Milky Way. She gives me a cup of coffee, but I can never stand that stuff. Drinking it, it tastes like toffee. I should never live this rough, but I gotta She takes me up to the bedroom, then she turns out the light. She puts on a negligee and fancy perfume. Maybe this'll be a good night. She starts to feel my body and do all that sexy stuff. But excuse me, girl, before we go on. Ugh, I got a cough. Like that before. It's anybody's guess what happened next. I can't remember a single thing. For how in the hell did I wind up here, hanging on this tire swing? I'll never get this drunk again, especially when I lost that dame. I can't remember her address, her phone number, or even her name. Barf it up now. Barf it up now. I'll never get this drunk again, especially when I lost that dame. I can't remember her address, for that matter, even her name. I won't get drunk again, cause I don't feel too good. I don't feel too good. I don't feel too good. I don't feel.
He had a cheeseburger in one hand propped up on the seat, an ice cold cola in his cup holder, and to make the scene complete, he was searching for a pen and paper to make a note of things to take home. Still, he might have missed that concrete truck, but he was talking on his mobile phone. Hang up and drive, you're driving me crazy. Put down that phone with both hands on your steering wheel. Hang up and drive, you're driving me crazy. Hey, that ain't no phone booth, son, it's your automobile. She had that vanity mirror down in her face, messing with her hair. In her high-rise four-wheel drive, sitting way up in the air. She just put on her makeup, plugged her curling iron into the dash. But when she tried to dial her mobile phone, that's when she heard the crash. Hang up and drive, you're driving me crazy. Put down that phone, put both hands on your steering wheel. Hang up and drive, you're driving me crazy. Hey, that ain't no phone booth, honey, it's your automobile. Well, you've seen them out there, friends, scary. Every Tom, Dick, Jane, and Mary driving with a phone stuck in their ear. Laughing, crying, yelling, talking. Those same folks can't chew gum while they're walking. What makes them think they can talk on the phone and steal? Hang up and drive, you're driving me crazy. Hey, put down that phone, put both hands on your steering wheel. Hang up and drive, you're driving me crazy. That ain't no phone booth, it's your automobile. I said that ain't no phone booth, it's your automobile.
Well, there we had Hang Up and Drive by Ray Stevens. So true, so true. And before that, it was Hangover by Krypton. Aye. Now that's a name you can always put your big S behind. I said S like as in Superman. What did you think I'd be saying? Shame on ye, shame on ye. Haven't you learned anything yet? Now, speaking of learning something, let's listen to Mr. Stephen Wright. He will always be teaching us something. It's Hitchhiker by Stephen Wright, right here on the Captain's Quarters.
So I'm driving down the highway. There's a guy hitchhiking. He's holding a sign that says heaven. So I hit him. He probably went there. He looked like a nice guy. I got a new dog. He's a paranoid retriever. He brings back everything because he's not sure what I threw him. Sometimes I like to go into a waiting room and just sit there and wait. The nurse comes out, do you have an appointment? No, just waiting. What are you waiting for? Nothing, just avoiding the moments. Would you like to see the doctor? I don't know. What kind of a doctor is he? He's a foot doctor. I'd like to see a man that tall. A few minutes later, a 12-inch guy walks out into the waiting room. He says, take off your shoes and socks. I take them off. He looks at me and says, there's nothing wrong with you. I said, take off your shoes and socks. He said, what do you think? I said, I don't know. I've seen bigger feet on a bird. Then he started dancing really fast and whistling really loud. And then I left. What the hell did you think was going to happen? You people are crazy. When I was in 3rd grade, I had a 70-year-old teacher, and she could barely hear anything, so she would turn the thermostat down to 16 degrees, so in case anyone talked, she could see your breath coming out of your mouth. That was the same year I had a globe that lit up, and I used to use it as a nightlight, put it on the floor in my bedroom, which was pretty cool, except some nights I'd wake up in the middle of the night all freaked out, thinking I was floating in outer space. Then in 1969, a teacher showed us pictures of the Earth taken from the Apollo, and she said, "Does anyone know what this is?" And I said, "Yes, that's the floor in my bedroom." When I was 7, my parents had a party. I went around to all the guests with a glass of water, and I said, "Here, drink this. This is a magic glass of water. If you drink this, you all get a little bit taller." And they all drank some, and they thought, "Oh, isn't this a weird kid?" When they all drank some and went back to what they were doing, I went to the room where they keep all the coats, and I hemmed all the sleeves 2 inches. They were all freaking out when they left. I'm a tired man.
I am your friendly precinct captain. I own the whole neighborhood. I know every crack in every sidewalk, and I can fix your butt good. And I know how you vote in the primary, 'cause your ballot is easily seen. So don't you go picking the wrong one if you've grown attached to your spleen. Vote early, vote often, vote hardy, to thine alderman's own self be true. Just be the life of the party, or the party will be the death of you. I learned my licks from old man Davy at Rose Hill Cemetery. Now they may be just dead bodies, but they're valuable voters to me, 'cause I never question my candidates, and they go where I tell them to go, and I'll never canvass for common cause or the IVIPU. Oh, vote early, vote often, vote hardy, to thine alderman's own self be true. Just be the life of the party, or the party will be the death of you. Now I may sound like a son of a bitch, but you better believe what I say, or I'll make your life a living hell beginning on primary day. So get your ass down to the polling place and vote like I told you to do, or we won't pick up your garbage. We'll have it delivered to you. Vote early, vote often, vote party, to thy alderman's own self be true. Just be the life of the party, or the party will be the death of you.
Right there, you be listening to Sandy Adina with Vote Early. Nice little ditty, and truly, it's something to think about. Remember, vote early, vote often. And if you vote hearty, remember, the party will be the death of you. Well, we got time for one short little ditty just before we got to go to commercial, but that'll lead us right into the final 40, and I truly believe that you'll be loving it, for you're the one in charge.
When
I look at this fiddle, the color of your skin, as smooth as the desert inside your eyes, round as the world you profess not to be a part of. And I deal this card, one of many that are capable of playing poker, like the game we play with each other when we are alone, as a single mouse muffin on a new high school diploma. So pulling back this lever, I start the engine like some diesel belt from the basement of consciousness that controls my love of music, which, like my love of you, shall not perish forever. And the best love songs of the American people, like the crowd, the dances in ever-widening circles around these fiddlers here who practice their sawmill movements, chasing only when the dinner bell rings.
As promised, a nice weird little ditty by John Hartford. Oh, when the dinner bell rings. Now, remember, 323 heave-ho. That's 323 heave-ho. And you can send in your request and become part of the show. And that means you'll be part of history. I'm not quite sure what history, the good, the bad, or the mostly forgotten. But you'll become part of history. And so, let that be by becoming part of it with 323 heave-ho. Hey, I like the rhyme that almost got in there.
Look, Sidekick, a shop just for heroes.
No, it's a comic book shop and it's for everyone.
Not possible. See, it's even right in the name, Heroes. So that means you'll need to stay out here whilst I go shopping.
It's Heroes, your mom threw out comic shop, and it's for everyone, including sidekicks.
Hey guys, the little guy is right. It's all about the love of comics, and not whether you can fly or not. But, by the way, I do love the cape.
Gee, thanks.
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momtherout.com.
Oh, look! They have Archie comics!
Heroes Comics, for every kind of hero.
Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye, let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see, it comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a-coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday.
Well, here we are in the final 40. I think it's time to jump right to the request line and see what we be having here. What have we got?
Hi, I just lost my dog Fido. So I would like really to hear dead puppies, please. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Dead puppies. Dead puppies. Dead puppies aren't much fun. They don't come when you call. They don't chase squirrels at all. Dead puppies aren't much fun. My puppy died late last fall. He's still rotting in the hall. Dead puppies aren't much fun. No, no, no. Mom says puppies' days are through. She's going to throw him in the stew. Dead puppies aren't much fun. Dead puppies, dead, 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 dead puppies. Dead puppies aren't much fun. Come on, everybody out there, sing along, okay? Dead, 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 dead puppies. Dead, 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 dead puppies. Dead puppies aren't much fun. One more time for Roman Ruska.
Hey, did you hear that Joe Ruby died this week?
Aye, that I be a hearing.
Yeah, died of natural causes. He was the co-creator of Scooby-Doo. He's 87 years old. At least it was natural causes, not the supernatural.
I wondering if he'll be a haunting the set of Scooby-Doo now.
I don't know, but I've got a request.
And what be that, Babushka?
Can the captain play the original theme song to Scooby-Doo? Just in memory, Joe Ruby.
Of course I can, Babushka. And this is for the memory of Joe Ruby. For all of us. For the memories that he's given us with Scooby-Doo. Joe Ruby, thank you much. You'll be missed. From all of us here at the captain's quarters.
Where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you. You got silver. You're not here with me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shimmer. You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, here are you. You're ready and you're willing. We can count on you, Scooby-Doo. I know you'll catch that feeling.
Hey, did I ever tell you about my Uncle Bob? No. I didn't? Nope. Oh, he's a real nut. Hey, I'll sing you the Uncle Bob song. Fresh. Uncle Bob is a slob and he doesn't have a job and he mooches off my folks. He drinks all of Dad's beer and ends up sleeping here and he tells a lot of stupid, dirty jokes. When Uncle Bob comes to dinner, I get a little thinner 'cause the way he eats makes me sick. He talks while he chews, he drools on his shoes. The salad bowl he does lick. I got it. Uncle Bob is a slob and he doesn't have a job and he mooches off my folks. He drinks all of Dad's beer and ends up sleeping here and he tells a lot of stupid, dirty jokes. When Uncle Bob comes to lunch, he eats a whole bunch, then he burps and loosens his belt. If I acted that way, I'd never get to play. His breath makes ice cream melt. Uncle Bob is a slob and he doesn't have a job and he mooches off my folks. He drinks all of Dad's beer and it ends up sleeping here and he tells a lot of stupid, dirty jokes.
Hey kid, come here. Let me look inside your ear. Oh, what are you growing? Corn in there? No, seriously. Oh, look, I found a nickel. You want it? All right. You can keep it. Yeah, you'll remember Uncle Bob gave it to you, won't you?
He never has money. He smells real funny. He looks like a fat version of my dad. I don't think much of him, but I guess I love him. He's the only uncle that I ever had. Uncle Bob is a slob and he doesn't have a job and he mooches off my folks. He drinks all of Dad's beer and ends up sleeping here and he tells a lot of stupid, dirty jokes. Uncle Bob is a slob and he doesn't have a job and he mooches off my folks. He drinks all of Dad's beer here and ends up sleeping here, and he tells a lot of stupid dirty jokes. He drinks all of Dad's beer and he ends up sleeping here, and he tells a lot of stupid dirty jokes. Yeah. That's Bob.
That there be When Uncle Bob Comes to Dinner by Barnes and Barnes, requested by, let's see, Carlos or Carl or something. No, Coral. Well, we get it close enough at some point here. That's the only problem with me having to read it. When you call it in at 323-HEAVE-HO, you don't have to worry about the captain having to read. You just throw it down and he plays it out. I like talking to myself in a third person. How about ye? Back to the request lines.
Greetings, Earth Creature. I'm calling to request the Martian Hop. Play it now, or I shall be forced to use my Illudium Q36 explosive spice modulator. You don't want to make me angry. Play the Martian Hop, Captain. Thank you, Captain's quarters.
We have just discovered an important note from space. The Martians plan to throw a dance for all the human race.
The new song by Nena, 99 Red Balloons. I heard the German version of that song first, and I really liked it. But then I heard the English version, and I was really surprised to find that what she's singing in English and what she's singing in German are not even close. I ended up buying the record, and I listened very closely to the German version, and I've come up with a new English translation that I think is really much more accurate, much closer. I have to admit there are a couple of lines in this new English version that I'm not real sure about, but I think it's a much more accurate version. Now this is the new version, 99 Red Balloons. Hello, Bobby, my old friend. It's good to see you once again. How's your mother? How's your aunt? How's your father's skin diving suit? One of the lines I'm not real sure about. It goes something like this. I've got something you should see. Back at my place, come with me. I've got some brand new furnishings, plus 99 dead baboons. 99 dead baboons sitting in my living room. Not too functional it seems, but quite a conversation piece. This one's Jake, that one's Dinah. There's Big Ned in my recliner. No, it's not a lazy boy. Can't you see it's a dead baboon? Dead baboons, everybody. Dead baboons. Dead baboons. Dead baboons, how they got here, I'm not sure. Woke up one day, there they were. Luckily, I've got a lease, allowing pets if they're deceased. I'm just thankful they're not apes, 'cause apes would clash with the drapes. No more napkins at my parties. Wipe your hands on a dead baboon. Dead baboons, everybody. Dead baboons. Dead baboons. Dead baboons. Dead baboons are lots of fun. Playing water balloons, I've always won. You can keep your dead giraffes and swine. I'll take dead baboons every time. There's just one problem I have found. It's finding Purina dead baboon chow. But what a happy snorkeling device. The other line I'm not real sure about, but something like that. With 99 dead baboons. Everybody, dead baboons. Everybody, dead baboons. Dead baboons. Dead baboons.
Ha ha ha! Little Tim Cavanaugh with 99 dead baboons right there. Seems to be well appreciated, and it was requested by, that thing called the Mayor of E. You understand what I be saying. The Mayor of E. There she sent me a Mayor of E and requested that. Who was it? Tina. Tina sent that in. Now, we requested Worm Quartet's Eskimo Pie is not pie and contains very little Eskimo. That came in too via the Mail of E. A very confuzzled, long, rambling Mail of E, and I think it goes well along with the song, because it too is a bit confuzzled. Here it is. Eskimo pie is not pie and contains very little Eskimo.
Support ergonomic noodles for apathy. Structured clam dip produces a hexagonal surprise. Why must you use your horrible sock to nonchalantly levitate butter for the purpose of smuggling Frenchmen across the countertop? Are you mopping Jesus again? You can't bludgeon a sandwich with the same sandwich you're trying to bludgeon, no matter how much you resemble the naked happy super snail of pain and his magic puppet, Erwin the Insolent. Everything smells like either David Hasselhoff or members of his immediate entourage. I'll be gosh darned if I'm gonna swallow hot lubricated sandals to support that otternosher and his famous incontinent show pony, no matter how much you gibber and somersault over your nun. We each know a loaf, and we each know another loaf, and yet here comes Willard. Unpleasantness and liverwurst go hand in hand like burglars and scones, twisted listlessly yet diabolically into the shapes of your favorite WWF superstars. Twist the nipples of the Antichrist and receive 5 prunes and a chisel. This trapezoid is full of rage, and also scrod. Ethel the transparent waitress has clearly eaten her last nostril and is squirming and exploding all over your stupid boat. Licking swastikas doesn't make you a muppet. We've all got ideas and sausages and sauerkraut and scoliosis and a crayon that's been up Betty White's nose, but we can't just sway in the potentially eggless sandbox while parkas copulate noisily and bloated frogmen lazily pick lint from the butt crack of the sunset. We have but 9 mustards and a mildly neutered buffalo with a throbbing infection that is neither erotic nor Paraguay. In a world devoid of catheters, I tap dance apathetically at the boobs of your ancestors as corn tinkles conically and Eddie finds a suspiciously hairless magnet. How dare you trade felt for obedience when your in-laws remain flammable? Though you measure your abstinence in toothbrush after toothbrush of warm barnacles and fat thermometers, mock not the absorbency of geese. There's no I in cucumber, there's no Q in incest, and there's no elevator in Ted Danson. Unfurl your inner kumquat, give rice pads and yogurt to the east, drizzle melted children from clam to clam, kicking ketchup and violating every available nugget with the balloon of your choice. Suffocate your indigestible tomahawk. I am never a carrot, and nobody molests my anti-brooding helmet. Stop trying to shave God.
Is Don in the booth? He's ready. Okay, here we go. Loosen up, camera 2. Cameras 1 and 3, that's fine. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Cue lights, music.
Now entering the studio are today's contestants.
This is Mr. Millard Snofkin from Carbondale, Illinois. And this is Mr. Leroy Finkelstein from Brooklyn, New York. And this is Alfred Yankovic from Linwood, California. These three people will compete today on Jeopardy!
I was there to match my intellect on national TV against a plumber and an architect, both with a PhD. I was tense, I was nervous, I guess it just wasn't my night. Art Fleming gave the answers, oh, but I couldn't get the questions right. I lost on Jeopardy, baby. I lost on Jeopardy, baby. Well, I knew I was in trouble now. My hope of winning sank, 'cause I got the Daily Double now. And then my mind went blank. I took potpourri for 100, and then my head started to spin. Well, I'm giving up, Don Pardo. Just tell me now what I didn't win. Yeah. I lost on Jeopardy, baby. I lost on Jeopardy, baby.
That's right, Al. You lost. And let me tell you what you didn't win. A 20-volume set of the Encyclopedia International, a case of turtle wax, and a year's supply of rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. But that's not all. You also made yourself look like a jerk in front of millions of people. And you brought shame and disgrace on your family name for generations to come. You don't get to come back tomorrow. You don't even get a lousy copy of our home game. You're a complete loser.
Don't know what I was thinking of. I guess I just wasn't too bright. Well, I sure hope I do better next weekend on The Price is Right. I lost on Jeopardy, baby. I lost on Jeopardy, baby. I lost on Jeopardy, baby.
Right there'll be a classic by Weird Al Yankovic himself. I lost on Jeopardy. I myself have never been on Jeopardy, and so thereby I can say I've never lost on Jeopardy. We're gonna go to commercial. We'll be right back with more requests here in the Final 40, and soon we'll be hitting, as you heard, the reefs, the corals, the hull breakers of the witching hour. Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I's brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye, let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see. It comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Well, here we are, a few minutes left before the witching hour be upon us. So let us jump right back to the phones before it's too late.
Well, howdy, Captain. Long time no hear. I sure would like to hear. I hate when that happens about Billy Crystal. Wait, what? Oh, but I gotta get going. Something seems to be on fire. Bye.
Boy, I'll tell you, Willie, feels like we've been online here for this show for like a day and a half.
Yeah, I don't care though, Frankie. This is my last night of Bachelor World.
What are you talking about?
I'm thinking about marrying the secretary from Shadelman Suits.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, she loves me, Frankie. She wants me. She likes my style of lovemaking.
Willie, a stallion's gotta run, and run free.
I know, but I love her so.
I understand, but there's a whole wide world out there. A whole wide world packed full of young girls, young and sweaty, would bend over backwards for our guided missiles of love.
I don't know, Frankie. I'm confused. My brain's all twisted up. I'm gonna go across the street, get a hot dog, and just think about it.
Okay.
Be right back.
Watch out, Willie!
Oh, that garbage truck just swerved and splattered me against the pavement. I'm all crushed up, Frankie. It's very painful. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Willie. But you want to talk about some pain? The other day I was down at my workshop, you know? And I took one of them linoleum knives.
Yeah.
And I spread my toes apart and started sawing. Back and forth and back and forth. And then I took a little bowl of that,
Tabasco sauce?
Yeah. And I just sprinkled it in between my toes.
Yeah?
Kokomo, Bokomo, talk about a hot foot.
Sounds painful.
It was. I hate when I do that.
I know what you mean. It's like the other day, I had nothing to do, so I grabbed one of those,
meat thermometers?
Yeah, and I shoved it into my ear, you know, just to see how far in I could get it to go. Well, it only went in about 3 inches, so I took one of those,
ball peen hammers?
Right, and I gave it a few extra whacks, you know, boy, is that painful. Ooh!
Ow!
Ouch! I hate when that happens.
Tell me about it.
Ooh!
Ow!
Ouch! I hate when I do that.
I know what you mean. It's like the other day. I was in my bathroom, not doing nothing, just smelling the drain in the sink. And I pulled down my pants, and then this. And I grabbed one of them,
double-edged disposable razors?
Yeah. And I start shaving my hiney, you know?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. It got nicked up pretty good after about 20 minutes, so I ran into my,
foyer?
Yeah, and I squatted in a bowl of gin. Holy moly. Talk about a sting fest.
I know what you mean, pal. I was in the kitchen, you know, just eating an anchovy on a cruller. So I took my,
self-driving movie projector?
Yeah, and you know the slot where the film feeds in?
Yeah.
Well, I put my tongue in there, you know, just to see how far in I could get it to go.
Yeah.
Well, I switched the machine on, and my tongue started going into the machine. It was wild. It was threading all around. It was going up and down and all around. But then it got jammed. My tongue was resting against the,
Red hot projector ball?
Right. And I started smelling smoke. It was like I was cooking up a whole batch of,
country-style patty sausages?
Yeah. And I couldn't get it out. It was jammed. So I reached for one of those,
shrimp forks?
Yeah, and I just plucked it out of there. Boy, I hate when that happens.
I know what you mean.
Ooh.
Ow.
Ouch. I hate when that happens.
Tell me about it.
Ooh.
Ow.
Ouch. I hate when I do that.
I know what you mean.
Today I was sitting on the stoop, not doing much, just burning the hair off my arms and my magnifying glass. And I reached for that,
6-inch replica of the Empire State Building?
Yeah, and I jammed it up my nose, you know, just to see how far in I could get it to go. Well, it only got up to the,
85th floor?
Yeah, so I took one of those,
things that you shake up and it snows inside?
Right, and I started whacking the bottom of that thing. Well, I must have hit it too hard, Frankie, because the point popped up out of the top of my head. I look weird, I did. I look like that,
Living unicorn in the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus?
Yeah! I hate when that happens.
I know what you mean. Sounds like the time I stapled bologna to my face.
It was more like the time I hammered the golf tee into my belly button.
Or like the time I threw my legs up over my head and scraped the back of my thighs with a cheese grater.
No, I think it was like the time I was at the bowling alley and I rested my head down on the,
ramp where the balls come back?
Yeah. Remember my head looked like,
Soup dish?
No,
Bag of puppy chow?
No, it was the,
Baboon's bum.
Yeah. I hate when that happens.
What you mean?
Squirrels. All we really are is squirrels. We're being hunted, we are squirrels. We are appealing, we are squirrels. We want to gather nuts, but people splatter our guts when they're on a country drive. It isn't easy to survive. Back in the other day, I saw a squirrel get blown away. They served him on a dinner tray. They baked him into a souffle. Squirrel season opens up today. If you're a squirrel, run away. I don't know what else I should say. Please call the ASPCA. Fur coats from us are made. Fur is nice, but I like suede. They scrape our fur off with a blade and never bother with first aid. We squirrels really like to play, and we like to catch some rays. Please don't kill us, this we pray. We're cute and harmless anyway. Squirrels, we're not delicious. Squirrels, we are not raccoons. Squirrels don't live in palm trees. Squirrels, or in your bathroom. Squirrels. That's all we really are is squirrels. Isn't it fine I am a squirrel? Please help and save us, we are squirrels. I wanna whip out my squirrel. 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 Squirrels. 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 Squirrels.
That there, once again, by request, was the Beastly Boys' Squirrels. And before that, we had Billy Crystal and Christopher Guest with I Hate When That Happens. We got another nice little requested song here. It's called Ghost Blues by London Wainwright III.
My old dog misses me so. To the beach or the dog park, he don't wanna go. No, he lies there waiting at the foot of my bed, because he knows I'm right there, even though I'm dead. Your late husband, that would be me. I've been gone so long, I'm just a faint memory. I've been disparaged and passing by your friends late at night. I blew out the candles on them and served them right. The day that I died, I knew I was toast. Next day I was hanging out with Marley's ghost. Hamlet's father, he's a friend of mine. That old king can't keep from crying. At my memorial service there was quite a turnout. Some stayed away, hey, what was that all about? Tell me, didn't she love me? Didn't he care? Nobody saw me, but I was right there. I was doing the head count. Now I'm out of the picture, yeah, I'm off of the hook. Just a chunk of time, that was all that it took. Was it a shot from a gun? The slip of a knife? I don't know, it killed me, Lord, it might have been life. I had a few children, wrote a few songs. I got some of it right and a lot of it wrong. I bought a few houses, a few boats, a few cars. Being a ghost, you might as well be on Mars, 'cause you're so far out. Being a ghost, yeah, you're just in between. Each and every day of the year is Halloween. Yeah, hanging around, but you're not really there. You're hovering over your own old easy chair. Lord, I was hoping for heaven. Yeah, I would have been swell. 'Cause being a ghost, it's just like being in hell. You're hungry and you're tired and you can't get no rest. And though I'd settle for heaven, oblivion would be best. I've been flying around, rattling chains, appearing in mirrors just to make you insane. Making those noises in your house late at night, yeah. I got to haunt you even though it ain't right. My old dog, he misses me so. To the beach or the dog park, he don't wanna go. Oh, he lies there waiting at the foot of my bed, because he knows I'm right there, even though I'm dead.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Roger's a red freak, man. Red freak, you know, nowadays it's really hard to tell what people do to screw up their bodies, you know. In the old days, you know, the booze head was, you could always tell a drunk, you know, he'd throw up and then pass out in it, you know. And if you cared enough, you could even tell what he was drinking, you know, Ripple, But nowadays, you never know, man, you know. In fact, cats will say, hey, man, here's a pill. Oh, thanks. What was it? And the guy said, I don't know, man, just found it, you know. It's that bad. And a friend of mine found out that his old lady was a red freak the hard way. He took her home. He really dug her. And he took her home to meet the folks for Christmas dinner, you know. She was a little uptight, a little nervous, so she dropped about 20 reds. During grace, she passes out in the mashed potatoes. Then she comes to, she got potato all over her glasses, you know. Looks around and says, oh, wow, man. I really dig your son, man. He always wants to ball me. So then the father steps in and says, that's all right, son, I'll drive her home, you know. Any red freaks here tonight? No, usually if we do one concert, they never get here. Yeah, really, you know, like a friend of mine, you know, he's just now got here. He was trying 6 months to see me. You know, but now red freaks are weird. The reason they don't get anywhere is because a lot of them hitchhike, man, and no one ever picks them up. Not that they're, you know, down on red freaks. It's just that you never know if they're hitchhiking or trying to fall down, you know.
That there be a red freak at dinner. Now, that was by Cheech and Chong. As you can hear, it was predominantly by Chong. So, Cheech is obviously around there somewhere, but don't worry, he didn't go far. Now, we need to get right back to the request lines. We probably got about time for one more little ditty, and then we all know what's becoming. Aye, it'd be one of those things where we all must suffer, we all must pay the price. But don't worry, it won't last long. And be remembering, our request line be 323 heave-ho, right here on the captain's quarters.
Hello, Captain. I would like to request Istanbul. not Constantinople, by they might be giants. Thank you very much. Good day.
Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople, been a long time gone. Constantinople, now it turns to light on a moonlit night. Every gal in Constantinople lives in Istanbul, not Constantinople. So if you've a date in Constantinople, she'll be waiting in Istanbul. Even old New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, I can't say. People just liked it better that way. So take me back to Constantinople. No, you can't go back to Constantinople. Been a long time gone. Constantinople, why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks. Istanbul. Istanbul. Istanbul, even old New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, I can't say. People just liked it better that way. Istanbul was Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Been a long time gone, Constantinople. Why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks. Constantinople. No, you can't go back to Constantinople. Been a long time gone. Constantinople. Why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks. Istanbul.
Will it be that time again? When the witching hour is upon us, and we must pay tribute and make up for the mistakes we made for the week. In other words, we have to pay our tolls to the gods of bad taste. And that's why we hand it over now to Babushka.
So many nights I sit by my window waiting for someone
That's not it.
to
That doesn't
sing
sound half
me
bad.
his song. So many nights.
Wait for it. It can't
Alone
be long
in
now.
the shadows until you came along. And you light up my
Verity.
life.
Something
you
just
give
died.
me hope to carry on. You light up my days and fill my night.
Well, we've been tortured well enough. It be time to say good night.
So just chill till the next episode.